عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد
صلى الله عليه وسلم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الفاتحة لنا ولكم يا حاضرون ووالدنا ووالدكم وأهلنا وأولادنا ولمشايخنا ولمن حضرنا ولمن وابعنا ولأحيائنا ولأمواتنا وللموذبين على هذا المجلس ولمن كان سببا في جميعنا، بأن الله الكريم ينبر القلوب ويغفر الذنوب ويستر العيوب ويحفظنا بما حفظ به ذكر وينصرنا بما نصر به الرسول، وأن الله الكريم يجعل مجلسنا هذا محاطنا بالخيرات والمسرات والأنوار والبركات، ويقضي لنا جميع الحاجات بجاه خير البريات، وأن الله ينصر المسلمين، وعلانية الله الكريم ينصر سلطان الأولياء مولانا الشيخ محمد ناظم عادل الحقاني قدس الله سره بجاه خير الأنام، وعلى كل نية صالحة مع حسن الخاتمة عند الموت بعد عمر مديد في طاعة الله وإلى حضرة النبي.
سورة الفاتحة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنت سلطاننا يا ربنا، اغفر لنا وارحمنا وتب علينا وزد حبيبك سيد الأولين والآخرين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، زده يا ربي عزا وشرفا ونورا وسرورا وسلطانا ورضوانا، رغم في شيطان ومن تبعه. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله، أصان هذا بفضل الله، ويا أقتر ويا أنجى ويا سادة ويا أحباب، وأنتم يا أولي الألباب تعالوا وانصروا لله. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله، أصان هذا بفضل الله. سألناكم ولذو الفقر رجوناكم، ففي أمر كسبناكم فشدوا أمركم لله. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله، أصان هذا بفضل الله. فيا ربي بسادتي تحقق لي إشارتي، يا سادتي بشارتي ويثبو أمرنا لله. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله، أصان هذا بفضل الله. بكشف الحجب عن عيني ورب البين من بيني وصرف القلب والعين بنور الوجه يا الله. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله، أصان هذا بفضل الله. صلاة الله مولانا على من بالهدى جانا ومن بالحق أولانا شف الخلق عند الله. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله، أصان هذا بفضل الله.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله.
مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا أبو بكر الصديق مدد يا عمر فاروق مدد يا عثمان غني مدد يا إمام علي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا سلمان فارسي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا قاسم مدد يا صادق مدد يا بستامي مدد يا قرقاني مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا فرماني مدد يا همداني مدد يا خيدارو مدد يا غنواني مدد يا عارفون مدد يا فغناوي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا رمضاني مدد يا سماسي مدد يا أمير كولا مدد يا شاه نقشبند مدد يا عطار مدد يا شارقي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا أحراري مدد يا زاهدي مدد يا درويشو مدد يا كناكي مدد يا باقي بالله مدد يا سرغندي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا إسلامي مدد يا سيف الدين مدد يا بدواني مدد يا شمس الدين مدد يا دهلاوي مدد يا بغدادي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا إسماعيل مدد يا خاص محمد مدد يا راغي مدد يا غمقي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا صغوري مدد يا مدني مدد يا شرف الدين مدد يا عبد الله مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا شيخ ناظم مدد يا شيخ هشام مدد يا شيخ عدنان مدد يا شيخ عادل مدد 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 الله مدد يا صاحب الوجود مدد يا فرداني مدد يا صديق مدد يا يمني مدد يا إمام العارفين مدد يا السقاوي مدد يا مردم الحق مدد يا وطلنا مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا إمام مهدي مدد يا خليفة الله مدد يا إمام مهدي مدد يا خليفة الله مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله. Inshallah, page 17.
يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي بلغه الوسيلة يا ربي خصه بالفضيلة يا ربي وردا عن الصحابة يا ربي وردا عن السلالة يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي وردا عن السماء يا ربي فارحم والدينا يا ربي وارحمنا جميعا يا ربي وارحم كل مسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي واغفر لكل مذنب يا ربي يا سامع دعانا يا ربي لا تقطع رجانا يا ربي بلغنا نزوره يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي تغشانا بنوره يا ربي حفظانك وأمانك يا ربي واسكننا جنانا يا ربي آجرنا من عذابك يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي وارزقنا الشهادة يا ربي حوطنا بالسعادة يا ربي واصل كل مسلم يا ربي واكفي كل مؤذي يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله. We can keep continuing. We're 19.
يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم نحن من قوم به سكنوا وبه من خوفهم أمنوا وبآيات القرآن ينو فتعد فينا أخا الوهن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم نعرف البطحاء وتعرفنا وصفا والبيت يعلفنا ولنا المعلى وخيف منا فلمن هذا وكن ركني يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم ولنا خير الأنام أبو وعلي المرتدى حسب وإلى السبطين ننتصب نسبا ما فيه من دفني يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم كإمام بعده خلف منه سادات بذا عرفوا وبهذا الوصف قد وصفوا من قديم الدار والزمن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم مثل زين العابدين علي وابنه الباقي بخير ولي والإمام الصادق الحفل وعلي ذي الأولى اليقين يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم فهم القوم الذين غدوا وبفضل الله قد صعدوا ولغير الله ما قصدوا وما القرآن في القرن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم أهل بيت المصطفى طهوري هم أمان الأرض فذكري شبهوا بالأنجم زهوري مثل ما قد جاء في سنني يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج يا فتى يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم وسفين للنجاة إذا خفت من طوفان كل أذى فانجو فيها لا تكون كذا واعتصم بالله واستعني يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم ربي فانفعنا ببركتهم واهدنا الحسنى بحرمتهم وأمتنا في طريقتهم ومعافاة من الفتن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أطفة يا جيرة العلم يا أهيل الجود والكرم.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله.
سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي
محمد يا حبيبي حبك بقلبي راسي شرفي وعزي ونبراسي حبك بقلبي راسي شرفي وعزي ونبراسي رافعنا لك على راسي رافعنا لك على راسي والله فيك تابعنا سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي طالب بركة جنابك من آثار أحبابك طالب بركة جنابك من آثار أحبابك يشهد لي في الأصحاب يشهد لي في الأصحاب تنسوا بركة نبينا سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي وبحجرك يا أبا الزهراء فوق أوساد بارا وبحجرك يا أبا الزهراء فوق أوساد بارا هل لكهم طه بتمرا هل لكهم طه بتمرا هم خير العارفين سيدي سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي يشرب طه بالقربة وصحابي من حبه يشرب طه بالقربة وصحابي من حبه تقطع من موضع شربه تقطع من موضع شربه تجعلها بركة وزينة سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي ما يدفي القلب الشواق لا قابل قدم وساق ما يدفي القلب الشواق لا قابل قدم وساق مثل أصحاب وعشاق مثل أصحاب وعشاق بالمحشر اشفع لي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله. Which one we're going to do now? Page 26, please. Inshallah, tonight is interactive, that I'll ask some questions and you guys can answer.
صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على أحمد خير من ركب النجائب صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على أحمد خير من ركب النجائب هذا حديث صرى باسم الحبائب فعز السكر وطاب الركائب صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على مدخل من رغب النجائب ألم ترها وقد ماتت خطاها وسالت من مدامها سحائب صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على مدخل من رغب النجائب وتلك القبة الخضراء وفيها نبي نوره يجل الغيائب صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على أحمد غير من ركب النجائب فقل للنفس دونك وتملي فما دون الحبيب يوم هاجب صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على أحمد خير من ركب النجائب نبي الله خير الخلق جميعا له أعلى المناصب والمراتب صلاة الله ما لهتك واكب على أحمد خير من ركب النجائب ولو أن ملنا كل يوم لأحمد مولدا قد كان واجب صلاة الله ما لا تكواكب والأحمد خير من ركب النجائب عليه من المهيمن كل وقت صلاة ما بدا نور الكواكب صلاة الله ما لاحت كواكب على مد خير من ركب النجائب تعم الآل والأصحاب طرا جميعهم وإطرته الأطائب صلاة الله ما لاحت كواكب والأحمد خير من ركب النجائب.
Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alayhi wa ala alihi. MashaAllah, all these nice comments online, alhamdulillah, it's good for me to be away. Then when I come back people are even happier. So alhamdulillah I'm going to hide more often inshaAllah. And when we're not around, then alhamdulillah go to Amazon worldwide and get one of the books and start to read inshaAllah. What we got now, Shaykh? Page 32 inshaAllah.
أيها المشتاق لا تنمي هذه أنوار ذي سلمي القريب أنت في حرمي عند خير العرب وعجم إمام القبر في أدمي مطلا في أشراف رتب في مكان القرب والقرب والرضا والجود والكرم أيها المشتاق لا تنمي هذه أنوار ذي سلمي عن قريب أنت في الحرم عند خير الأرض والعجم ثم قل يا أشرف رسلي يا حبيب الله في العمل يا عظيم العلم والعمل يا صبير اللوح والقلم أيها المشتاق لا تنمي هذه أنوار ذي سلمي عن قريب أنت في الحرم أنت خير القرب والعجم ليس كالمختار في البشر فهو ملء السمع والبصر وحيد التاريخ والسير وإمام الرسل والأمم أيها المشتاق لا تنمي هذه أنوار ذي سلمي عن قريب أنت في الحرم عند خير العرب والعجم ليلة الإسراء ترعاه وعلى المعراج مرعاه حتى أدناه وناجاه بكلام ليس كالكلام أيها المشتاق لا تنمي هذه أنوار ذي سلمي عن قريب أنت في الحرم عند خير القرب والعجم رتبة ما بعدها شرف دونها كل الورى وقفوا قاب قوسين لها طرف ثم عودنا إلى القمم أيها المشتاق لا تنمي هذه أنوار ذي سلام عن قريب عنك في الحرم عند خير الأرب والعجم.
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله. inshallah نشرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى وصحبه الكرام وعلى مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية والسائر وساداتنا والصديقين. الفاتحة. الحمد لله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أطيع الله أطيع الرسول وأولو الأمر منكم. And always a reminder for myself, أنا عبدك العجيز ضعيف مسكين وظالم جهل. And but for the grace of Allah's rahmah that keeps us going, that we took a path in which to be nothing, and alhamdulillah Allah opened for us a way towards these realities to make our tariq to be real, our way to be real. And we encourage everyone to communicate and interact with helpme@nurmuhammad.com, ask the questions, not to attention of anyone because we have a staff of people who will be looking at it, reviewing at it and going and trying to answer. If it's a answer that they can apply that we've already applied before, alhamdulillah. If it requires that they sit with me and ask, then we'll try to address it to the best of our ability, inshaAllah, min Allahi tawfiq, that Allah's support. Alhamdulillah, do we have any questions for tonight inshaAllah? They give us a direction for where should we go tonight.
Sayyidi, how should we go about the concept of nothingness and being non-existent in our day-to-day activities?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Again, the sensitivity of our subjects in lieu of all the people who have complete no understanding of tariqah, that to have a self-worth. Because a lot of these words that we use in English psychology and in English teachings may have a negative understanding, and that's not at all what the tariqah is about. And one reality is that how can we expect people to love us when we don't love ourselves? So this is supreme. Now to love myself is to appreciate what Allah has given to me as a gift. Of everything that Allah has given to me is a gift in which I love it and I respect it, and I reach a level in which I stop from pride of it. Not to be proud of what Allah has given as a gift, but to respect. And that's why our zikr every day, hamdulillah wa shukran lillah, 100 times at Salatul Fajr. Alhamdulillah wa shukran lillah, Salatul Shukr. Why? Because hamd, everything is praising Allah, and I should and I too must join in that praising. And shukr for what Allah has given to me, not what I wanted but what Allah has given. To be thankful for what Allah has given, and the tariqah comes to teach that reality. That before you make all these requirements then become upset because you didn't get those requirements or those things that you had asked for from Allah, you never stop to thank Him for what He did give of health, of wealth, of possessions, of mind and aql and just a common sense, some people have no sense. Whatever health Allah gave you, there are people who have less of that. So at every condition and in every state we are being gifted by our Lord these realities. So then tariqah comes to teach, don't you love yourself? Don't you love that what God has given to you? Respect yourself. You want respect from other people but yet you don't respect yourself. Now within that secret of respecting yourself comes the secrets of these awliyaullah. For if you truly respect yourself you would listen to their guidance, because their guidance will expose your character defects and magnify what God has given to you, not what you're running after this dunya for. Some people are so obsessed with a target and it becomes a box for them. They want a specific issue, and why this specific issue is not opening for them, they become depressed and sad and every type of characteristic. And the danger is your mind has boxed you into a place and has actually locked you. And the purpose of guidance is that if you talk to a guide and one whom is guided, they may inspire you to look out literally of the books. So somebody may say, oh like how come I'm not on this project, working on this project, doing this project, doing this. But then all of a sudden the shaykh may say, there's 10 other projects you could be doing. Why are you boxed onto this one issue? And that's the danger of our life, is our mind and shaitan has the ability to come and lock onto something and then create a panic, a sadness, a disappointment with our Lord, disappointment in everything. And the tariqah is to come and to teach, be happy with yourself, proud of yourself in the sense that what God has given to you, you have a responsibility. How am I to serve you to the best of my character? How am I to have the best of example and therefore magnify everything that Allah has given to us? So the tariqah comes to teach these and how to have this good characteristic, how to respect yourself and stop at the line of becoming ignorant and proud of who you are. And I give you an example that animal characteristic, that when we look around at ourselves and then begin to observe other people. The shaykh's personal life has gone through many abuses, many difficulties that you would never know it unless you are very close. Abused by other shaykhs, by people in their lives, by many things. But because of their training you never see it on their face, on their lips or through their typing and their hands. They live their life because everything is like a beads that they sew together like a tasbih. If they're teaching you muraqabah and meditation, and all their meditation is about being at the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, whether you arrived or you didn't arrive, you fake it until you make it. That I'm at Rawza Sharif, if my heart opened and I can see Sayyidina Muhammad, alhamdulillah. And if I can't, it makes no difference, I still placed myself at Rawza Sharif. If your life is governed by this rule, then you're at Rawza Sharif and a shaykh has offended you, a Muslim has offended you, a non-Muslim has offended you, something has gone wrong. Do you think in the presence of Prophet is the judge, he's the lawmaker, the lawgiver, that what Allah has given to Prophet, how would the reaction be? If you stated the case and Prophet is listening, what would he have said? Oh, destroy him, go after him, ridicule and insult him. All these things that people with bad character do it shows who they really are. That they had no training, they never went through tazkiyah, and they have no sense of being in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. So then their knowledge became a source of arrogance and pride for them. They think they copied and pasted and learned something, and the sickness of pride entered. Had they taken and completed their path of tazkiyah and tariqah, they would have understood that I'm always in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, and Prophet would have said, watch out, as you're my family, he's my family, just stay quiet for the love of me. And they stay quiet and say, if you want your reward by bringing my family down, I'm not happy with you for that. If you stay quiet, I will give you my reward, I will dress you, I will bless you, and their whole path was only for that anyways. So maybe that was the secret of the problem that was sent to you. Without that problem you didn't have that account with Sayyidina Muhammad. With that problem you now have that account with Prophet that stay quiet for my sake, have good character for my sake. If you want from them your solution, go get it. But in your badness of character you may become distant from me. So because of their training they would never risk anything like that. So then they're ordered, stay quiet. So when you see them not at those associations, not sitting with those people, not in the groups of those shaykhs, it's because they've been ordered by Sayyidina Muhammad, stay away, stay quiet and I will raise you, I will dress you, that's it. We're not a people who enter into conflict and argument and let's debate this. Then they give an example that look to the internet when they describe how people will have characteristics. And you know what the characteristic of a rat is? It's dirty, it's filthy. And you know why it's filthy? Because it sends its poo-poo everywhere. How does the guy find the rat? When they come and say, you have mice and you have rats in your home, why is it bad? Why is it dangerous? It's because the rat is poo-pooing on everything. He's putting his droppings on every closet and every cabinet, on every spoon, on every plate. And that's how they're tracking him. They're saying, oh look at all these droppings everywhere. You follow the tracks of the waste to find the creature. And along the way the waste was causing all the sickness and the problems. So then now look at the characteristics of people online. They're rats, they go from page to page throwing poo-poo, making bad comments, throwing bad comments. What is that? It's not from teaching, it's not from Sayyidina Muhammad, it's just their excrements, their waste. Just the garbage of shaitan coming through them through their fingers, they throw it on page to page to page. So you follow the page and you're following a rat. They're just going from page to page making satanic comments against Ahlul Bayt, against awliyaullah, against the descendants of Sayyidina Muhammad. And imagine one who may have an ulum and a knowledge, he represents a piece of the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. And that's why tazkiyah and taqwa and tariqah comes to teach us, is that any knowledge or anything to be built, any power in your prayer to be built, anything that you're seeking out of this relationship with Allah, if its foundation is not the beatific character and all of these mannerisms that they teach, of what benefit is it for? Become hafiz and you become like a rat making bad comments every time. You memorize hadith and become like a rat making bad comments. So what is the benefit of that knowledge? That's tariqah. And just saying, I love these 6 shaykhs online, I like this shaykh, 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 no problem. But which shaykh likes you? That's what you should really be worried about. It's not like rock stars, you like 10 of them online and you go click, 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 I like this shaykh, I like this shaykh, I like this shaykh. Find out which shaykh likes you. That's your lock, that's your bond. If you can answer that that shaykh likes you, you're set, alhamdulillah. You're good with Sayyidina Muhammad because that's a descendant and there's a relationship. So then our life is then how to be good with the shaykh. Find the one that your heart is connecting to, that their knowledges connect like a puzzle into your heart. Some of them you listen to, they're teaching things like reading an encyclopedia and really slow. I've listened, click online and it's literally like somebody picked up an encyclopedia, page 1. It's like, oh my God, I can't take more than 2 seconds, that's it, forget it. You know, the heart is not connected to that. Some people actually like to join in and read the encyclopedia. Those people will join in. So first you find whom your heart is connected to, and then now this line opens, then email. Email and begin to communicate, this is me, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm watching, I'm following. I want to be known by you by interacting with your community with the email, not personal. There's not 10,000 people emailing a shaykh personally and he's going to sit there and stop his whole life just to send 10,000 emails back. But they try to develop a system in which the staff and all of the people who are being of service can contribute and support that. Then you build that relationship with the shaykh, you're asking, you're getting answers, you're asking, you're getting answers, that's called guidance. Then you begin to support, you begin to read and study the knowledges. If you see the shaykh has this many books, this many websites, this many articles, this many YouTubes, have you finished all the 1,000 videos that you need to click on 10 other websites? If you did, wow, subhanAllah, I will follow your website. There's so much information there. So it means take a course and go deep into it. If you find your heart connected to it, then be from it and build that relationship with the tariqah, inshaAllah.
Sayyidi, last few months have been really testing with lots of uncertainties around almost everything. How does one continue to stay positive and hopeful that things would change for good?
Inshallah, not to be a party pooper, things are not changing for good. Everything has a phase and this dunya is in a death phase. And anything that is in a phase of dying, one reality is dying and a new is always opening. Our concept of death is not something understood by most people. Even a human when they die they're actually being born. One phase is like going, but that's not the end, something much more beatific is coming. Same, we've given talks on the seed. You plant a seed, for the seed it's thinking, why are you putting me in the ground? I'm going to die. Because Allah has a plan that a much more beautiful flower tree that bears fruits and other flowers is going to be coming out. And the seed has to perish for the tree to appear and the flower and the rose to appear. So everything has a phase. This dunya is in that phase, it's going down. And by guidance of Sayyidina Muhammad has warned us of all the difficulties, all the catastrophes, all the turmoils, all of the things that would be visiting upon this earth. And subhanAllah, with this events that have happened in the last 3 to 4 months, nobody could have imagined that without a single shot fired, one unseen has shut down all the doors of this dunya. They worship, when they say God and that they worship God, it's not our Allah. When they say God, it stands for gold, oil and drugs. Gold, oil, drugs, G-O-D. Gold, the source of all wealth. They took the gold and gave you worthless paper. Paper you have, you can blow your nose with it. It's not based on anything. Oil was the spice, was the fuel for every factory and everything. How Allah brought that oil now to nothing. It's not a dollar a barrel, because there's not a ship moving, not a factory turning on. Who wants all this oil? So they're pumping it into the desert and throwing it into the sand. He brought their entire desire, brought it all and crushed it down. And you're wondering if this coming back, it'd been dealt a death blow. Pow! And then drugs, those are the things they worship. Why? Because they send out the sickness to give you a remedy. They make people sick to give them, oh here's your remedy. And the biggest industries are the drug and pharmaceutical industries. So this is what they worship when they say dunya and mulk and in God we trust. No, it's in gold, oil and drugs they trust. It's not in Allah and it's not in the Prophet of Sayyidina Muhammad, but in P-R-O-F-I-T. I hope my spelling is good. Shaitan is playing. So this dunya is in a difficult phase. As a result, make your connection, keep the way of zikr, keep the way of love, keep the way of tazkiyah and tafakkur, because it's a way in which to contemplate and take an account. Before Allah sends something to decimate and destroy something, why don't you just take an account of yourself? Ya Rabbi, let me clean myself before you send this calamity upon my head. Let me make my istighfar, let me make my salawat, let me try to attend the zikrs in which I will try to clean with your blessings and your barakah before you have to scrub me in a way that's not pleasant. So I pray that Allah inspire us to this way of tazkiyah, which means cleaning, and this way of tafakkur and contemplation in which I can see that we're not going to be faultless but we're going to have many faults. But to be from the people who ask for Allah's forgiveness, not the shaitan fool us and say, oh you're so good you don't ever ask. You don't need to ever ask for God's forgiveness. But our wazifa and our awrad is to continuously ask every day 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 times istighfar. Astaghfirullah al-azim ya Rabbi wa tubu ilayk, through your sifat of al-azim, your might and majesty that nothing can compare to it. I'm begging your forgiveness, inshaAllah.
Sayyidi, is smoking or second-hand smoking bad for our spirituality, and how to quit smoking addiction?
InshaAllah, again if we go into the meditation those things will be resolved. Somebody sent us a show to be an imam on their show and let's ask fiqh questions. That's not our specialty, to give you an answer based on the fiqh and say that this haram, this halal, this haram. But the wisdom of awliyaullah that we hope to be under their feet and under their barakah is to give us the hikmah and the wisdom of something so that it makes sense in your deep heart. That it's not a debate of halal and haram and this is halal and this is haram and this not mentioned, but if your most important power is your breath, all your spirituality and the 40 golden shaykh, the 40 golden chain masters said that this tariqah is built on the breath. If the whole reality of this tariqah is based on you mastering the breath, unlocking the power of the breath And that breath coming into the lungs, nourishing the heart, powering the blood and powering all of your organs, then your answer is, can you contaminate that breath? Everything else would be destroyed. That then you understand what is halal and haram. If your objective is to destroy your breath, destroy your lungs, destroy your heart, destroy your blood, then you have become overcome by shaitan. Same thing with cannabis. Anyone tell you that because of pain and sickness and difficulty you have to smoke, it's a certificate to destroy your heart, to kill your lungs, destroy your heart, destroy your blood and take away your spirituality. Why don't you take oil? It didn't require you to burn your lungs in that process. And we said that when they brought the cold smoke, what is that? The e-cigarette? They tried to fool the children saying, this is just vaping, it's like a fog, you take it in. No, actually that cold fume went deeper into your lungs and killed you in ways that the hot smoke couldn't do. So shaitan is attacking insan. He wants to take out your breathing, wants to take out your lungs, wants to take out your heart so that you don't reach your finish line. If you should reach this reality of tazkiyah and reach the kingdom of Allah in which Allah qalbul mu'min baytullah, that your heart become the house of Allah, you'll have the power of 1000 men, whether you're man or woman. Do you think shaitan wants that? No. InshaAllah. To relieve the addiction. Yeah, the addiction is to ask to stop, make an intention to stop, recite Surah Al-Fatiha 7 times on the water, up to 40 times onto water, and drink that water. Making the madad, the energy, all the spiritual practices come in line that learn how to do the madad. Recite on water 40 Surah Al-Fatiha and then drink that jug of water, recite that Fatiha on the water and then drink from that water. And every time the water goes down for the next few days, keep replenishing the water and adding upon it 7 Surah Fatihas upon that. And Allah should push away that badness that entered into your body to make that addiction for smoking. Drug and alcohol addiction, there are places to go for that, so that you have a support group, and that's a bit more complicated based on your location and who you are hanging out with and all of the different things that are around you in your life. That requires for you to go to a group and to find an AA meeting and to be a part of a community of people who want to clean themselves and sober up, inshaAllah. But for cigarette smoking, then to recite the Fatiha and make your madad and connection with the shaykhs, inshaAllah.
Sayyidi, as someone new to loving Sufism, how to begin to build more and more love towards Prophet Muhammad by praying?
Alhamdulillah, praying is beautiful, that is required from us, but following the tariqah. Most important is to follow their example, read the daily awrad, and like we said, email for the guidance, the Sufi 101 step, how to make your connection. Everything that they're giving you is to make that connection with Sayyidina Muhammad. Attending the zikrs and the salawats, the live broadcast, all of that is to increase the love to Sayyidina Muhammad. So that is the medicine, and that is the objective, is to connect humanity back to the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, inshaAllah. How many you have online now?
100 and almost 150.
InshaAllah, we'll make intention to take the Naqshbandiya tariqah. We'll try to do on Thursdays regularly, inshaAllah, biniyat al-Naqshbandiyyat al-Aliyya, the online bayah that you keep your hand connected. And there we're asking from Sultan al-Awliya Man Shaykh Abdul Faiz Dagestani, Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Haqqani, Man Shaykh Sham Kabani, Shaykh Chant Naqshbandi, and the Naqshbandi Shaykh of this time, Mawlana Shaykh Muhammad Adil, that to send their support and their guidance upon us, and that we be under the flag of Sayyidina Mahdi salam, under the nazar of Imam Ali salam, Imam Hasan, Imam Husayn salam. A'udhu minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna alladhina yubayyunaka innama yubayyuna Allah, Yadallahi fawqa aydihim, faman naqada fa innaman yaghutu ala nafsi, wa man awfa bima ahad alayhi Allah fasayatun ajran azeeman. Radina billahi rabban wa bi islami deenan wa bi Sayyidina Muhammadun sallallahu alayhi wa sallam rasulun wa nabiyyun wa bi Qur'ani kitaban wallahu man naqulu wakeel. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa qabilna bi Sayyidina Sultan al-Awliya Ma Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Adil Haqqani, Shaykhuna wa Murshidina, wa Mawlana Shaykh Sham Kabani, Shaykh Adnan Kabani, wa Shaykh Muhammad Adil, Shaykhuna wa Murshidina. Wallahu ma naqulu wakeel. Allahu, Allahu, Allahu Haq, Allahu, Allahu, Allahu Haq, Allahu, Allahu, Allahu Haq. Haqqu ya Rabbi ila sharaf al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa alihi wa ashabi kiram wa ala mashaykhina fi tariqat al-Naqshbandiyyah al-Aliyya, khasatan ruh Imam Tariqa Ghawth Qali ka Chant Naqshbandi Muhammad Waisi al-Bukhari, Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Abdul Faiz Dagestani, Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Haqqani, Mawlana Shaykh Sham Kabani, Shaykh Adnan Kabani, Shaykh Muhammad Adil, Mawd Khaliq al-Khushdawani, Sahib Zaman Sayyid Muhammad al-Mahdi alayhi salam, Ruhullah Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, Saifullah Sayyidina Ali salam, Thumma Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Uthman, Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam, Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam, Sayyidina Fatima alayhi salatu salam, wa Sa'ir wa Sadatina wa Siddiqeen. Al-Fatiha. Shafat ya Rasul Kareem bi madadikum wa nazarakum inshaAllah. And thank you very much. InshaAllah Baniyat Khatm Khawj again. What time is Maghrib? 9:23 minutes. Okay, so then we'll pray Maghrib first inshaAllah, and then come back for the Khatam inshaAllah. Is it? I don't believe it. Are we live? Alright. Anybody happy with the new image? Oh, very crisp. Send a thank you to Lloyd. So maybe now then you can put the accent lighting and it won't be so pink, because before it was all pink like we were in a pink room. Look a little bit too feminine. Let's see. That's nice. Okay. They convinced us to buy that camera. Which nice, the image is nice and clean? Good. Alright gentlemen. Are we ready? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir raheem. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ashrafil mursaleen. Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Bimadadakum wa nazarakum Sayyidi ya Rasul Kareem ya Habibul Azim. Binniyat khatm khawjagan. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Abdul Faiz al-Dagestani. Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Haqqani. Imam Shaykh Sham Kabani. Shaykh Adnan Kabani. Shaykh Muhammad Adil. Mabd Khaliq al-Khujdawani, Sahib Zaman Sayyid Muhammad al-Mahdi alayhi salam, wa Ruhullah Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, Saifullah Sayyidina alayhi salam, Thumma Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sayyidina Sayyidina Uthman, Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam, Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam, Sayyidina Fatima alayhi salatu salam, wa Sayyir wa Saddatina wa Siddiqeen al-Fatiha. Shafat ya Rasul Kareem, Ameen. Jummah Mubarak to everyone inshaAllah. And Biniyat Khatm Khawjagan. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir raheem. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah
wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
أستغفر الله
أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله
أستغفر الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه إنه هو التواب الرحيم من كل ذنب ومعصية من كل ما يخالف دين الإسلام من كل ما يخالف الشريعة من كل ما يخالف الطريقة من كل ما يخالف المعارف من كل ما يخالف الحقيقة من كل ما يخالف العزيمة يا أرحم الراحمين يا الله. اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام. وأفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد.
Ameen. Allah Azza wa Jal witness over our state, asking to visualize ourselves at Rosa Sharif in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Bimadadakum wa nazarakum Sayyidi Rasul Kareem ya Habibul Azim. Ana abdukul ajizu da'ifu miskinu zalim wa jahal ya Rabb.
سورة الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. اللهم صل على
محمد وعلى
آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى
آل
محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى
آل
محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم.
سورة الانشراح. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سورة الإخلاص. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر سورة الفاتحة بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
إياك نعبد
وإياك نستعين
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين الصلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على
محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى
آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على
محمد وعلى
آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى
آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على
محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل
على محمد وعلى آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على
محمد وعلى آل محمد
وسلم اللهم صل على
محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم.
صل يا ربي وسل جميع أنبيائه والمرسلين وكل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى شرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أصحابه الكرام وعلى مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العلية، خاصة روح إمام طريقة غوث خليك شار نقشبند محمد ويسي البخاري، سلطان أولياء الشيخ عبد الفايز الداغستاني، سلطان أولياء الشيخ محمد ناظم حقاني، مولانا شیخ شام کبانی، شیخ عدنان کبانی، شیخ محمد عادل، عبد خالق الخشدوانی، صاحب زمان سيدنا محمد المهدي عليه السلام، وروح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، سيف الله سيدنا عليه السلام، ثم سيدنا بكر الصديق، سيدنا عمر، سيدنا عثمان، إمام الحسن السلام، إمام الحسين السلام، وسيدنا فاطمة عليه الصلاة والسلام، وسائر وساداتنا والصديقين. الفاتحة. الشفاعة يا رسول الكريم. آمين.
فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد خليل الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد خليل الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد صفي الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد صفي الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد نبي الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد نبي الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد نجي الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد نجي الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد شفيع الله عليه صلوات الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد شفيع الله عليه صلوات الله وسلم الله. الله 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Oh الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حق 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. حي 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله الله حق 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 الله الله حي 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 الله حي يا قيوم 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 الله حي يا قيوم. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. ياهو ياهو يا دائم ياهو ياهو يا دائم ياهو ياهو يا دائم الله ياهو يا دائم الله ياهو يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا دائم يا الله يا حليم يا حليم يا حليم يا الله يا حفيظ
يا حفيظ يا حفيظ يا الله
يا لطيف
يا لطيف يا لطيف يا الله
يا غفار
يا غفار يا غفار يا الله
يا ستار يا ستار يا ستار يا الله يا فتاح يا فتاح يا فتاح يا الله يا مجيب
يا مجيب يا مجيب
يا الله يا معيز
يا معيز يا معيز يا الله
يا معين
يا معين يا معين يا الله
يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود يا الله يا رحمن يا رحمن يا رحمن يا الله يا رحيم يا رحيم يا رحيم يا الله يا حنان يا حنان يا حنان يا الله يا منان يا منان يا منان يا الله يا ديان يا ديان يا ديان يا الله يا سبحان يا سبحان يا سبحان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله يا أمان يا أمان يا أمان يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله أنت الله أنت الله أنت الله يا الله هو الله هو الله هو الله يا الله هو الله هو الله هو الله يا الله حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم حسبنا الله ربنا الله 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير ولا حول ولا
قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. يا غالبا غير مغلوب، 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 يا شاهدا غير مغيب، يا شاهدا غير مغيب، يا شاهدا غير مغيب، يا قاربا غير بعيد، يا قاربا غير بعيد، يا قاربا غير بعيد، يا غالبا غير مغلوب، يا غالبا غير مغلوب، يا غالبا غير مغلوب. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل، نعم المولى ونعم النصير، ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم.
صل يا ربي وسلم جميع أنبيائه والمرسلين وكل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى الشرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أصحابه الكرام وعلى مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العلية، خاصة روح إمام طريقة غوث خليك شان نقشبند محمد ويسي البخاري، سلطان أولياء الشيخ عبد الفايز الداغستاني، سلطان أولياء الشيخ محمد ناظم عادل الحكاني، مولانا الشيخ هشام كباني، الشيخ عدنان كباني، الشيخ محمد عادل، ما عبد خالق الخجدواني، صاحب زمان سيد محمد المهدي عليه السلام، روح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، سيف الله سيدنا عليه السلام، ثم سيدنا بكر الصديق، سيدنا أمة، سيدنا عثمان، إمام الحسن السلام، إمام الحسين السلام، وسيدنا فاطمة الزهراء عليه الصلاة والسلام، وسائر ساداتنا والصديقين. الفاتحة. Shafaat ya Rasul Kareem. Juma Mubarak to everyone. Inshallah we'll do for Imam Hussein, the Nath Qawwali song inshallah. And then one of the Qawwalis that has Ya Mustafa inshallah.
Qawwali book page 52 inshallah.
Inshallah.
न पूछिए कि क्या हुसैन है, क्या हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है, क्या हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है, क्या हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है। खुदा के दी का ना खुदा, खुदा के दी का ना खुदा, हर इब्तिदा की इब्तिदा, करम की इंतहा हुसैन है, क्या हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है, मेरा बादशाह हुसैन है। کرے جو کوئی ہمسری کسی کی کیا مجال ہے جہاں میں ہر لحاظ سے حسین بے مثال ہے یہ ہو چکا ہے فیصلہ یہ ہو چکا ہے فیصلہ نہ کوئی دوسرا خدا نہ کوئی دوسرا حسین ہے یا حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے جس کی فکر کربلا حسین وہ دماغ ہے یہ پنجتن کی انجمن کا پانچواں چراغ ہے حسن کا پہلا ہم سفر حسن کا پہلا ہم سفر علی کا دوسرا پسر امام تیسرا حسین ہے یا حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے حسین سے جو دور ہے وہ سب غموں سے چور ہے حسین کے جو پاس ہے غم جہاں سے دور ہے یہ دین جس کی دین ہے یہ دین جس کی دین ہے جو زندگی کا چین ہے وہ سچا قافیہ حسین ہے کیا حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے کرو گے گر مخالفت غم حسین کی یہاں وہ حشر ہوگا حشر میں کہ الحفیظ الامان جہاں بھی چھپنے جاؤ گے جہاں بھی چھپنے جاؤ گے کہیں بھی بچ نہ پاؤ گے کہ ہر جگہ میرا حسین ہے کیا حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے شہید کربلا کا غم جسے بھی ناگوار ہے وہ بد عمل ہے بد نصیب اسی پہ بے شمار ہے ارے او دشمن ازا ارے او دشمن ازا تمہار ذرا لحد میں جا پتا چلے گا کیا حسین ہے یا حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے کیا حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے میرا بادشاہ حسین ہے
صلی وسلم وبارک علیہ وعلی آلہ یا امام الحسین بمددکم
یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ
یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ
تو ہے عاشق نبی سب کو یہ بتائے جا مصطفیٰ کے عشق میں محفل سجائے جا جشن آمد نبی جشن آمد نبی دل سے تو منائے جا دل سے تو منائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ دامن نبی پکڑ اور خدا کا نام لے پرچم نبی کو تو آگے بڑھ کے تام لے نعرہ محمدی نعرہ محمدی زور سے لگائے جا زور سے لگائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ گفتگو کی ابتدا کر تو لفظ تول کر دل سبھی کا جیت لے میٹھے بول بول کر جن سے تجھ کو عشق ہے جن سے تجھ کو عشق ہے ان کے گیت گائے جا ان کے گیت گائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ مرشدی کی بات کو اپنے پلے باندھ لے سامنے جو آئے وہ ان کو ہاتھوں ہاتھ لے اونچا رتبہ پا کے تو اونچا رتبہ پا کے تو مرتبہ بڑھائے جا مرتبہ بڑھائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ باغوں میں بہشت کے رات دن تو گھوم کر اپنے والدین کے ہاتھ پاؤں چوم کر وقت کو جگائے جا وقت کو جگائے جا دل میں گھر بنائے جا دل میں گھر بنائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ پیار کر تو بچوں سے عزتیں بڑوں کی کر دامن مراد کو اپنے تو دعا سے بھر سیرت نبی سے تو سیرت نبی سے تو فائدہ اٹھائے جا فائدہ اٹھائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یوم مصطفیٰ تجھے اب کے یوں منانا ہے سبز پرچموں سے گھر خوب تر سجانا ہے جشن آمد نبی جشن آمد نبی دل سے تو منائے جا دل سے تو منائے جا یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ یا مصطفیٰ
شيخ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى وصحبه الكرام وعلى مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العلية وسائر وساداتنا وخاصة رحمهم طريقة غوث خليك شان نقشبند محمد ويس البخاري سلطان أولياء الشيخ عبد الفايز الدغستاني سلطان أولياء الشيخ محمد ناظم حقاني إمام الشيخ الشام كباني الشيخ عدنان كباني الشيخ محمد عادل عبد الخالق الخشدواني صاحب زمان سيد محمد المهدي عليه السلام وروح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام سيف الله سيدنا عليه السلام ثم سيدنا بكر الصديق سيدنا عمر سيدنا عثمان إمام الحسن السلام إمام الحسين السلام سيدنا فاطمة عليه الصلاة والسلام وسائر وساداتنا والصديقين. الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وأطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. وأنا عبدك العجيز الضعيف مسكين الظالم الجهل. But for the grace of Allah that He keeps us alive and functioning, that in this 11th month the power of Surat al-Zalzala and then all those earthquakes that were occurring was not a sign to show that the shaykhs know what's happening, but isharat that Qur'an is in charge of this creation. That Allah's divinely speech that not created holy speech of holy Qur'an, rules this creation. Not it's just coming something by coincidence, but Holy Qur'an is ruling everything. Every healing within Holy Qur'an, every power within Holy Qur'an. And this way of marifah and the way of awliyaullah in which to take us to a higher level of reality, that when you follow their guidance and don't use your head, that what calamities and what difficulties are coming onto earth, then they begin to teach that we're promoting now the Mawlid al-Nabi. Don't use your head thinking, oh maybe it's not going to be, maybe there's going to be pandemic, maybe… That's not your concern. Your concern was to support the Mawlid and die supporting it. If you should die from this time to the time of the Mawlid al-Nabi, you'll be granted that intention and that niyyah that you were supporting Mawlid al-Nabi. One, that's a very sad look at it, sorry you had to go. Two, maybe by means of that support Allah keep you around. If there are 2 or 3 that are going to go, this one not believing in Mawlid, this one not doing anything for Mawlid, and this one ashiqeen and lover of Sayyidina Muhammad, what do you think Allah is going to choose? I choose behind door number 3. So it means their hikmah and their wisdom, the isharat that coming to them is not for the mind of people trying to balance and judge. These days of difficulty require us to be very charitable, very giving, very pious, increase the actions of zikr, increase the actions of tafakkur and meditation, attend the zikrs and the majlis of zikrs, and give and give and give to reach towards Allah's satisfaction. And Allah dress the servant when they teach and they teach and they keep reminding to us that if Allah love you, He put you through an ocean of difficulties and shakings and shakings and shaking, until every year beginning of Muharram you step with your right foot on a path towards reality. And that whole year of testing and crushing, and everyone has a different example, oh this year my parents really crushed me, this year my work crushed me, this year everyone crushed me, this year something. Because Allah is taking each of His servants, which is so magnificent and munificent that even Allah knows who we are. In this epsilon of an earth, in this vastness of these universes, how Allah knows where we are. I'm astonished. That's when you say, Allahu Akbar. That, Ya Rabbi, how you really hear me? You really understood me? He said, not only I hear you, I love you, but everything is planned perfectly for you. And that's Allah showing His Divinely love. Everything has been planned for you. There's not a breath that you take that I'm not in it. There's not a rizq and a dollar that comes to you and goes from you, not a sickness that can come to you that Allah is the writer of it. So in days of testing and days of faith, this continuous reminder that who's going to make you to be sick and who are you going to run from that sickness away from? If Allah write for me my death, there's not a thing on this earth can stop it. And if I think I'm going to hide and I'm going to shelter myself from this sickness, then you walk out and boom, a car hit you. When Allah wants the servant to go, there's no hiding from the going. And when Allah wants that servant to stay, there's no fear and grief for that servant. Means these are the days in which Allah is making iman to be real. When people didn't have iman before or thought they had iman and say, oh YouTube video, iman is just, well, we make salah and we all go for Jummah, of course we have iman. No, you merely accepted Islam. Iman is now what's coming. When every type of difficulty and calamity begins to enter towards the door, every shaking and crushing is coming, rizq falling, sicknesses and people going left and right. And iman is that, no, Allah with me and I'm with Allah and I have a love for Sayyidina Muhammad. and I'm going to live and die showing that love. And with all of that Allah said, then by this 11th month have you been shaken? Because zalzala, the Qur'an is dressing you. The Qur'an is, Holy Qur'an is actually bringing you on this path of marifah. By this 11th month you have been shooken. Have relatives crushed you and this life banged you all up? Then we understand in this testing of the 11th month why sifat al-sabr. Because he says, if you learn from these shaykhs that every time I crush you, every time a difficulty comes and you stay consistent in your practices, because the 40 rules of love from Sayyidina Jalaluddin al-Rumi Qaddasallahu Siru describes that some tests can be so strong in people's lives that they lose faith. It comes and hits them so hard that they lose faith and walk away from everything. And those are the tests that are so strong and so powerful that if they did their practices and they kept praying that Allah keep them on iman, keep them on iman, they should have a very big opening within their hearts. Because that is a zalzala in someone's life. That if you've been on this path and you're taking it through difficulty, you learn through them patience, tolerance, keep being consistent, keep doing your zikr. Don't look for immediate satisfaction, don't go to these jinn hunter people that everyone emailing, I have sihr, I have black magic, I have this. Don't worry about any magic on you. I can't do business, you're not a good businessman. There's no black magic on you for everything. You blame the magic on your relationship, black magic on your business, magic on your food you don't eat right. You made magic so powerful, for what? So tariqah comes and said, don't focus on any of these. Become ahbab and lover of Sayyidina Muhammad, love for Allah, strength from Allah. Allah will destroy anyone trying to destroy you. So they build that relationship, build all those testings. By this 11th month, why sabr? Because Allah says, if you are consistent in your practices, patient with what I've been putting you through, didn't complain too much, tried your best to keep your love, didn't lose your faith, then by the 11th month I'm going to begin to dress you with sabr. And if Allah dresses the servant with sifat as-sabr, all the attributes will begin to dress that servant. Allah is infinite in names, but there are secret in these 99. And in this month when Allah is granting sabr, this is a door and a key for us, Ya Rabbi grant me. And not the complete sabr if I'm not at that level, but at least from this ocean of sabr that give me in this year more patience from your ocean of sabr. When that beatific attribute dresses the soul, it's a light, it's an angel. Allah makes an angel with sifat as-sabr that comes and flies into your soul. And as soon as he enters into the soul, the whole soul becomes dressed from that light. As a result of sifat as-sabr, then you be sweetened and beautified by sifat of Sayyidina Muhammad Nabi al-Mustafa. Nabi al-Mustafa is in this month. The 99th name of Sayyidina Muhammad al-Mustafa, the fragrant and beatific one, the one who make us to be by that reality of sabr, that Allah is so happy with the servant. When He wants to dress them with sabr, He grant them from the secret of Nabi Mustafa and Prophet's light is now moving towards that servant. When that light begin to enter in, they be dressed by the beatific lights of Ya Mustafa, Ya Mustafa, because they become fragrant and beatific in their character. That's why all these practices, all these knowledges and all these realities, when they say give, you give, don't think through your heart, don't think through your mind, but operate from your heart. when they're teaching and saying, reach out to understand the teachings because Allah's testing and Allah's giving us a gate on this month. I'm going to dress you from sabr. If you be patient and consistent with the teaching, that sabr begins to dress the servant, and Nabi Muhammad al-Mustafa beautifies the servant. They become fragrant and beatific in Allah's eyes. And that's all that matters. When Allah is satisfied and looks to the soul of that servant, sees these beatific lights, means now they're being dressed with Salamun qawlan min Rabbir Rahim. Allah's salam is continuously flowing upon their souls, making them to be beatific. Why? Because in the next week Zul Hajj is opening. This is not anything random. Allah wants to shake. So I don't want to dress your body with these realities. These 11 months I'm shaking you, I'm crushing you. Ramadan before was cleansing you, the 10 was raising you. By the 11th I'm crushed and opened you with your sadness and your testing. You were patient and consistent. Allah broke down the shell like a walnut, crack the nut and comes the fruit. That fruit is entering into Zul Hajj, not the body. We're not the people that only want to take our body for like sightseeing and fancy hotels. But we're making intention, Ya Rabbi, that our soul be on Hajj, and every year we're making a pilgrimage towards that reality. And the real Hajj is the one in which the souls enter, so much so that Allah made Mecca and Medina to be empty this year as a sign that all the wild haywans that were coming, they don't even want those wild people, and brought all just the jinn and ins are going to be making Hajj this year. The jinn mainly, and only ones who are qadam and serving and helping there, they are allowed in. Why? One is that it empties the wallets of those people who make money on that, and they're so sad and they're crying that they don't have this foreign currency coming in. So Allah bringing everything down. But the reality for us is that, Ya Rabbi, with all that testing and all that crushing, then this next couple of weeks when everything going to be opening for Zul Hajj, we're making intention, Ya Rabbi, grant the reality of pilgrimage. That let our soul to make the real tawaf, 7 times making tawaf for our 7 names. Grant us an entry into the presence of the Kaaba, which is the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad, and dress our arwah from Nabiyin, Siddiqeen, Shuhada'i wa Saliheen, and all those whom are with Allah. And Allah said, they are the best of company to keep. We pray that Allah give us an understanding and make that understanding to be real. The more you contribute, the more you participate, the shaykh is locking your foot to him. You're less likely to keep bouncing around in the wind when you're tied to the shaykh. By contributing, by emailing, by being involved in all of these activities, you're locked. You're not just drifting from channel to channel, that you're locked onto that way, so that they can make the path to be real for you as it is real for them, inshaAllah. We have any questions from tonight left over, or you finished them all? And we have lots of people emailing, they're wonderful, keep emailing. We have to also teach the way. If you ask and you don't get the answer you want, it's not about the answer you want, it's the answer that you're supposed to hear. So remember, the tariqah is different than trying to email the imam at the mosque. You may ask something but you're going to get something back that may be different, and that's what you needed to hear, not what you wanted to hear. Bismillah ar-Rahman.
It's like a spiritual question. Sayyidi, when someone else has a temperature, I also feel as though I have a temperature but magnified. Any understanding on that?
You have to get somebody to slap that person and then slap you and see if you felt that. You could have an affinity with people and your heart, so there can be such a connection and such a bond and such a love that the feeling and the emotions of one can be felt by another. And those whom are training their hearts, the heart is a fine-tuned instrument in which we describe tuning. So the purpose of being loyal with the shaykh is the whole subject of tuning. If you come into the zikr, the shaykh is vibrating with a frequency, and let's say for your understanding to put into words, he's vibrating at a 10, another shaykh is at a 9, at another shaykh at a 8, not in powers but in different frequencies. The reality of what the shaykh is doing is that when you come into their association, whether live or online, they're going to negate you, they're going to teach you, they're going to bring down all of your frequencies, and then they're going to resonate with their frequency onto you. So then you become like a, what's that, a pitch, sound pitch? The sound fork? Sound tuner? Or pitch tuner fork? Huh? Tuna fork? A tuning fork. So you put it up and you go meow. I have my own special effects. And then the other thing goes you can actually tune something because it's all based onto your frequency. As soon as you hit the one thing, the other thing is vibrating the same. What do you think then the power of the heart, which is the most delicate instrument from Allah's creation, when you're tuned with the shaykh, when you're doing the practices they're telling you, keeping the way of what they're telling you, they're negating your frequency. As soon as you attend their associations, you're vibrating at their frequency. Their energy is dressing your zikr, their frequency is dressing your frequency. And that's why Shaykh Abdul Faiz al-Daghestani Qaddasallahu Sirruhu said, just sit 5 minutes with me and I take you to my station. They're inheriting from that reality that as soon as they're on their frequency, they're uplifting the servant to where they are. So it means these realities of attuning, as soon as you begin to train in tafakkur, train in the way of tariqah, your heart becomes very sensitive. And you may go somewhere and feel your heart is beating very fast as if you feel agitation, but it's not you that's agitated. You could be talking to somebody who's very angry and you feel their heartbeat moving very fast, that you feel uncomfortable, you think something's wrong with you. What's wrong? It's not you, but it's a tuned piece of equipment. If it goes somewhere where someone's resonating very angry, very aggressive, you can feel it, and there are many students who will begin to feel. That's why we said then pay attention to your heart. When you enter into somewhere your heart telling you something's not right, get out. When you go somewhere and someone's talking a certain way and you feel in your heart something's not right, something's not right. So yes, this is the beginning of understanding attuning, and this is the beginning of the understanding of the realities of sound. Sound is something that it's not imaginable how important sound is and how the sound can manipulate everything. So the frequency in which they resonate, and that's Allah's gift. It's not that they're a cappellas and they practice a certain sound, it's not that reality, and then you start to change. It's a reality of their soul, because their light is an energy is a sound. Yusabbihu wa bihamdi, for everything is praising. So the praise that Allah gives their soul is by Allah's power. So He's not saying something at a sound level that people don't understand. It's the gift that Allah gave to His soul, that Allah has written a hamd within their soul. That soul has the power to influence other souls. So you see it as light and the lights are influencing, in reality it's an energy, so the energy is influencing. Its highest reality is actually it's a sound, and the sound of that shaykh is influencing your soul, inshaAllah.
Someone asked a question, Sidi, can you please enlighten us on about the realm of barzakh and realm of malakut?
that requires a whole show inshaAllah. But alhamdulillah, the teaching is all about malakut, the world of light, and to reach towards that world of light in this life. How to be dressed from the world of light and how to take the understanding from malakut and not the mulk, not the physical realm for every understanding, but the realm of light and what's the importance of the realm of light. One understanding is it's timeless, there's no time, light has no time, it's constant. So then anything from the world of light is timeless, so then that has a huge understanding for us. The barzakh and what happens within the grave is our whole preparation of tariqah. That what do you want to do with your light? You want to build it now or you want to build it in the grave, where then becomes the separation of mulk and malakut. Because as soon as you enter the grave, your physicality, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, your physicality is going to go away, and your spirituality, your soul has to separate. That process of separating can be very painful for people. Or if you took a path in which all your life you practiced that separation, you were able to separate from your physicality by your meditation, your contemplation, and by asking Allah, you're able to move your spirituality out of your physicality. So then why would the grave be difficult for you if you achieve that in physicality? But if you're locked and you never practice that, can you imagine then the difficulty of trying to separate these two realities? And that's what becomes the difficulty of barzakh. And everything has to be in the grave, the service has to be in the grave, and many different realities they've talked from the world of light inshaAllah. Well, one more and then we have dinner inshaAllah, this guy's gonna be hungry.
Sayyidi, how can one control the whims of his nafs and bad desires and protect himself from his bad desires, especially with all such media around?
Yeah, we've talked on that before many times, that all these practices inshaAllah, all these practices, all these zikrs, all these salawats are a fire against the nafs. And why zakah and why giving is a cleansing. So that has a deep reality in following the tariqah, following the advice of the shaykh is give. That every time you give, you're taking away a sickness that's been put upon you through your rizq. So why Allah asks for zakah? Because what you make has a burden in it, who you made it from, what you did to make that. You're the number one credit card sales guy, that all these people have credit cards that they don't need. There's burdens in everything. Everything that somebody does is accountable for something to Allah. So He knows that whatever we're going to do in life is making burdens. So the concept of zakah was what? That begins to clean it. So it's like an infection that insan can't see upon themselves. When the infections are festering and festering and festering, they only see the bad characteristics. But what awliyaullah are supposed to see? The scabs. They see that all these difficulties that shaitan is putting upon the body, of all of these sicknesses and all these things that making the desire upon the person. So every time they give, it's as if they went to the doctor and he cut the abscess, right? Because if you have a big abscess you just say, I have a lot of pain, I can't move my leg. But what the doctor sees, he sees an infection, so if he cuts the abscess means he cuts all of the bacteria to come out. Only then can a healing begin. So then there's a tremendous reality in being of service. Your zakah can be your time, can be your ability, can be whatever Allah has given to you, you put into that way to heal yourself, to participate. Anytime you do something wrong, punish yourself. That if you're continuously watching something you're not supposed to be watching, then say, every time I watch it I'm going to give $50 to mawlid. It makes something against your nafs. Before the shaykhs punish themselves, but we don't want to talk like that because then people can inflict difficulty. But there has to be a consequence in yourself. Otherwise it's a continuous line that you pass. So say every time I do something wrong that I didn't want to do, I'm going to pay a fine. So that fine not only is something on your ego that, oh gosh we're going to empty our account like that, but at the same time it's immense barakah because you're giving in the way of Allah. So there's all sorts of ways that you can handle that. Anyone who wants to pray, drink a lot of water before you sleep. So all night long you have to wash and make wudu. So there's all systems in which to implement to achieve what we have to achieve. InshaAllah we tune in for tomorrow night and Saturday night and try to address everyone more. Thank everyone for tuning online. Remember that we have BMTV, British Muslim Television, is now in the UK. Thursday, Saturday night it's live, then Thursday is a rebroadcast. But those satellites are available worldwide. So online we've posted where those channels are available on satellite networks, and inshaAllah if we have friends in the UK and different places, if they can send the link for those and communicate and email the helpme@nurmuhammad.com, and inshaAllah we try to build everything more and more. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha. Juma Mubarak to everyone inshaAllah. Shukran.